So sis, the drama keeps getting hotter in this tea season. As we all know, Yandy and M's relationship has been a complete mess from the beginning, but now N's past is coming back to haunt Yandy in a big way. They say that Mindy has been thinking about his former flame, Erika D, the person he dated before Yandy and had a child with. The worst part is that rumors have it that Mindy has abandoned Yandy and his back, with Erika attempting to reast with their son, Chili. This is going to shatter Yandy's heart. In a conversation with Erika and Samantha's other ex-boyfriend, they both warned her about how shady he could be. However, at the time, Yandy was feeling confident and called Erika nothing more than a slide. She even attacked Erika for being nothing more than a side chick who had a baby boy named Asim with Mendeecees while they were ostensibly on a break for contest text Yandy's son Omer and Since Sim and I are just a few months apart, everyone is taking notice of that chronology, but Erika, my darling, wasn't amused at all. She clapped back and in the cutest way imaginable, set up a slideshow of pictures to demonstrate that she and I were still together even when he was with Yandy. In her caption, Erika said, "You are the Dean Sid slide, and adding to hash doesn't look like a slide to me to that." Erika also said that Yandy was the one playing second fiddle the entire time. Let me take you all back to season 3, when I joined the Love and Hip Hop New York crew. At first, everything was adorable, including the birth of Lil Omer Yandy's first child with MES and the entire engagement storyline. However, the drama couldn't remain silent for long, honey, and just as they were about to walk down the aisle, Mindy ended up getting into some serious legal trouble and had to turn himself in. Due to several serious drug and trafficking accusations, Chili was in disarray throughout season 4, but he managed to make phone calls with Yandy on the show while he was incarcerated awaiting sentencing because, as you can imagine, they had to keep the peace. When season 5 arrives, Guest is back out on bail. When the storm was approaching, Yandy was out here looking radiant with her second child, Skylar. Fast forward to May 25, 2015, and Yandy and Mendeecees took the plunge and were married. The wedding was broadcast live on VH1 during the Love and Hip Hop event. But wait, because in season 6, the other shoe dropped. In season 7, Yandy spilled the tea at their lavish TV wedding, which was only for show. It turns out that their marriage wasn't even legal like that, but you can be sure that messes continued to call in from behind bars and continued to appear in season 7, 8, and 9, as well as on the Love Edition special. Plus, he even appeared with Yandy on Love and Hip Hop. Atlanta Afterparty lives since the drama never stops. In a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, Yandy Smith Harris and her partner, Miss Harris, are revealing all of their personal information, and in jail, things are looking bleak. The couple, who have already survived many hardships, are now in what Mindy describes as a dark place. Athens, Yandy, and Mendeecees had a heart-to-heart over a video conversation, and the feelings were intense. Yandy begins talking about a chat she experienced with her girlfriend Rashida Frost, and how her own relationship with Kirk was reminiscent of Rashida's. Rashida was telling me that she wasn't giving her own relationship enough attention while she was out here helping everyone else. As she described how Rashida and Kirk had gone through a difficult time as a result, Yandy added, "I just don't want that for us." Then, boom, Mendeecees hit her with the realness. "Man, listen, I don't even know what to say. We are already in that dark place." He admitted it's been like this. Fans have been watching to see Yandy and DCC's relationship hit some major snags lately. From Yandy's desire to run for city council to her heartbreaking decision to donate one of her eggs to her cousin, whom she considers a sister, due to her infertility struggles. If this is what it's going to be, you need to take this seriously. The main reason Mendeecees doesn't feel it is because Yandy has been making significant movements without his 2 cents. He's feeling something about it, and when Enz opened up about how bad things have gotten, the tension was genuine. Yandy was shocked since she didn't think they would get to that point, and she made it obvious that she wasn't going to give up on her marriage. "Letting go is not an option," she stated, stressing that she cannot imagine her life without him. She also recalled that Yandy and Mendeecees had been writing together since 2008, and that they eventually got married on that famous wedding special in 2015. The two have endured a lot together, starting with M's bidding for those. It hasn't been easy, but despite everything from drug trafficking charges to the drama with his mother and the 2 other women he shares children with, they've managed to unite their family. They have 5 children together, 2 they had together, 2 from M's past relationships, and 1 they adopted. There is a lot of love, but there is also a lot of stress. In a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop, a producer asked Mendeecees if commitment is keeping him in the marriage more than love. He replied, "Who chills absolutely 1000%." If that isn't a surprise, he admitted that although marriage is meant to be everlasting, it doesn't have to be. We all witnessed how their relationship was a complete mess from the beginning, and let's face it, Mendeecees haven't ever been faithful men. They've stepped out on Yan more times than we can count, and even sis Yandy has finally had enough of Mendeecees' mess and decided to kick him to the curb. After giving him numerous chances, it wasn't enough. Instead of breaking up, Yandy tried to make it work in hopes of changing him. However, baby Mindy noticed that he was out here. As CIS is now making the decisions and she has formally filed for the divorce settlement, Welding feels as though he simply cannot help himself this time. Since everything is going Yandy's way, let me quickly bring you all back. Enz joined the Love and Hip Hop New York cast in Season 3, and initially, everything was adorable as we witnessed the birth of tiny Omer. The drama couldn't be contained for long, honey. Just as they were about to walk down the aisle, Mendeecees got into some significant legal issues and had to give himself in due to some serious drug and trafficking allegations. This was Yandy's first child with Ems and the entire engagement plot. Shelley was a complete mess in Season 4, but he managed to make an appearance on the program through phone chats with Yandy while he was incarcerated awaiting sentencing because, as you can imagine, they had to keep the tea running. When Season 5 rolls around, guess who's back on? Bailman. When the storm was approaching, Yandy was out here looking radiant with her second child, Skylar. Fast forward to May 25, 2015, and Yandy and Mendeecees took the plunge and were married. During the Love and Hip Hop Live wedding on VH1, Yandy spilled the beans at their lavish TV wedding. Oh, it was just for show, but it turns out that their marriage wasn't even real. Keep in mind that in Season 6, the other shoe dropped, and he was given an 8-year sentence and had to turn himself in again during the season finale. Legal or not, but you can be sure that has continued to call in from behind bars and made cameos during Season 7, 8, and N, as well as on the Love Edition special. Not to mention that he appeared with Yandy on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta After Party Live, proving that the drama never stops. Love and Hip Hop celebrities Yandy Smith Harris and her partner, Mez Harris, are publicly discussing their relationship, and in jail, things are looking bleak. The couple, who have already survived many hardships, are currently in what Mez calls a gloomy environment. In a recent episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, things are getting real. During a video chat, Yandy and Mez had a heart-to-heart, and perhaps the feelings were intense. Yandy begins talking candidly about a conversation she had with her girlfriend Rashida Frost and how her own relationship was recalled by Rashida's circumstances with Kirk. Rashida was telling me that she wasn't giving her own relationship enough attention while she was out here helping everyone else. Yandy mentioned how it caused Rashida and Kirk to go through a difficult time. Yandy: "I just don't want that for us, girl. They went to a pretty dark place, and then Mendeecees struck her with the realness, dude. The tension is high right now, honey." Fans have been watching to see Yandy and Mendeecees' relationship hit some major snags between Yandy's flurry to run for city council and her heartbreaking decision to give one of her eggs to her cousin, whom she considers a sister, as a result of her infertility issues. The pair has been at odds, and let's face it, Mindy isn't feeling it, mostly because Yandy has been making big decisions without consulting him. This has made him feel something, and when M has opened up about how awful things have gotten, the tension is genuine. Yandy felt surprised. Sis made it apparent that she is not going to give up on her marriage because she didn't expect they would get to that point. "Letting go is not an option," she stated, stressing that it hasn't been easy, but despite everything, including N's 4-year bid for those drug trafficking charges, the drama with his mother, and dealing with the 2 other women he shares children with, Yandy and Mendeecees have managed to build a strong family. They have 5 children together. 2 they had together, 2 from N's prior relationships, and 1 they adopted. That's a lot of love, but it's also a lot of stress. In a recent Love and Hip Hop show, a producer asked Mez if commitment was keeping him in the marriage more than love. His response was, "Woo chill absolutely 1000%. If that isn't a surprise, he admitted that although marriage is meant to be everlasting, it doesn't have to be. I don't know what it is.